Master here again. I'm in my civilian clothes today because I do have a day job. Today we want to go over the risks. And yes, there are risks involved with mountain climbing. And if you don't understand and know these risks, well, you will die. The first among these is the altitude risk. Yes, we will be at altitude. This drawing clearly shows that from my base of operations here at about 500 feet, I will be ascending to just over 1,000 feet. For you math majors out there, that is 100% increase in my elevation, which corresponds to a decrease in the amount of oxygen molecules. This can be deadly, and let me show you how. Let me just give you the Cliff Notes version on this one. Basically, decreased oxygen leads to brain damage, which leads to brain swelling inside a trapped skull. That subsequently leads to more swelling and more brain damage, and eventually your brain explodes through your ears and out your skull, eventually leading to this outcome. If you want any further details on this complication or other complications with high altitude, please see this movie. Hello friends. Excuse my appearance here. The Mountain Master, or Mrs. Mountain Master, has had me out weed eating. Even the great Mountain Master has to do mundane tasks in his daily life. But first, just a quick word about weather-related risks. And Arkansas in the summer, the main thing we're going to have to deal with on the mountain is lightning. And you might think, gosh, if I got to go, it's my time, I'm going to go with lightning. Well, actually not. Mountain Master has discovered a very clever way to minimize your risk for being hit by lightning. And it involves bringing a hiking, climbing friend with you who is significantly taller than you are. This drawing will illustrate what I'm talking about. As you can see, scientifically speaking, lightning tends to strike things that are higher up in the air, aka your taller friend, who you let lead you up the mountain, and on the way back down, he follows you. And here is a clever drawing illustrating the lightning bolt hitting the friend, and you remain unscathed. Yes, that is cruel, but so is nature. And it works. So, I mean, would you rather just be struck by lightning or use this method? You decide. The next category is what I like to call critter risks. Arkansas, like every state, has its critters, but they're not all cute and cuddly. No, Arkansas has some of the deadliest critters in the world. So let's start with what the state is known for, the razorback. This vicious, wild creature can kill you in many ways. Blunt force trauma from the hooves, the tusks can gore you, and of course there is the rabid variety, which can give you rabies, or as it was known in the older days, hydrophobia. If you need any further information on that, please see this movie. Now, we got some more dangerous critters in Arkansas, besides that one, starting with the bear, the occasional alligator, you got your mountain lion, poisonous snakes are everywhere, of course, one or two wolves around. venomous raccoons, which are really nasty, and worst of all is the chipmunk, the venomous chipmunk. Any of these get a hold of you and, well, now there's one more kind of critter that we need to touch on here, and that is the critters of the humankind. Now, Pinnacle Mountain is in a remote part of Arkansas, way back in the woods. And you want to have a reliable vehicle when you head up there. You do not want to ask this guy for directions. If you want any more details on the potential outcome of this event, I advise you to see this movie. And this completes this section on Mountain Master's Guide to Climbing Mount Pinnacle, called Know the Risks. Join me for section 3, which will be entitled Get in Shape.